Deep underground in an undisclosed location, this is Tread Comics presents the 2007 Flash Gordon TV series. Flash Gordon is an American-Canadian science fiction television series that debuted on the Sci-Fi channel in the United States on August 10th, 2007, and continued airing new episodes through February 8th, 2008. It has also appeared on the United Kingdom Sci-Fi and Space channel in Canada. The series was developed by Peter Hume, who served as executive producer, showrunner, and wrote the first and last episodes, amongst others. The series was loosely based on the comic strip of the same name and incorporated elements from several previous adaptations. Following the adventures of Steve Flash Gordon, played by Eric Johnson, a 25-year-old who lives with his mother and whose scientist father was lost in a mysterious accident when Flash was 13 years old. Flash's ex-girlfriend, Dale Arden, played by Gina Holden, is a television news reporter and engaged to police detective Joe Wiley. They introduce Gordon's eccentric former assistant, Hans Zarkov, played by Jody Radicott, whose rift in space appears, allowing travel between Earth and the planet Mongo. Mongo is ruled by the ruthless dictator Ming, played by John Ralston, who controls source water, the only source of safe drinking water on Mongo. Unlike the previous adaptations, he is not normally called the Merciless, and it is instead called the Benevolent Father, though he is still called the Merciless in closed circles. He also exhibits the trait of modern media-savvy dictators, rather than the more simplistic, stereotypical evil characterizations of earlier incarnations. Also, unlike previous depictions, Ming resembles a blonde Caucasian human, rather than a bald East Asian man. Ming has a daughter, Princess Aura, played by Anna Van Hoof, who is disturbed by her father's brutality. The series adds on a new non-Terrian character, Balin, a bounty hunter from Mongo. She finds herself trapped on Earth and becomes the comrade of Flash, Dale and Zarkov, and their guide to Mongo and its inhabitants. The people of Mongo live in cantons, a tribal group that echoes the animal-human hybrids of the original comic strip. The cantons include the Verdun, based on Prince Baron's forest-dwelling people from the strip, the Turin, based on the strip's Lion Men, and the Dactyls, the series versions of the strip's Hawkmen. The Amadarians, women who create powerful medicines, the Phrygians, who live in the frozen wastelands, the Tritons, who live beneath the ocean, and the Zern, painted blue magic men led by Queen Azura. There is also another group known as the Deviants, mutants, whose ancestors drank grey water, toxic water, to survive. The Deviants are led by Turk, their unofficial king and Aura's brother, and are distrusted by nearly everyone. On April 3rd, 2008, it was announced that Flash Gordon was cancelled. Reruns of the show began airing weekly on Ion Television on August 1st, 2008. The show was not well received. Metacritics gave the show an average score of 35 out of 100, based on reviews from 13 critics. UK science fiction magazine SFX described episode 3 as quote-unquote possibly the worst episode of anything ever. And as part of their 200th issue feature, they named the series as the worst they had ever reviewed. The New York Post gave the show 0 stars describing it as quote-unquote a disgrace to the name and the enduring comic strip character turned movie and TV space hero. Another UK science fiction magazine, TV Zone, in a review for episode 13 stated, quote-unquote, the series continued to improve, and you start to see the meaning in the producer's madness. They must have hoped they could lure passing viewers into watching sci-fi with pedestrian mainstream plots before building up a world of Dune-like complexity, which might have even worked if the early episodes hadn't been so dear that no one but reviewers are still watching. When the show premiered in the UK, the magazine recommended to its viewers, noting, quote-unquote, you may well be wondering, considering our reviews early of the series, why we are picking out Blanche Gordon as something to watch out for. Well, the point is that early episodes are dear. This is the one series that does eventually, and we mean eventually, reward patience and endurance.